Political strategist James Carville is absolutely furious with Joe Biden, and he can't stop talking about it. He's furious with Biden, Kamala Harris, and the entirety of the Democratic Party.
Wow, Ana Kasparian just lost her cool when it comes to Cenk Uygur and the Democratic strategy going forward. So in today's video, Ana Kasparian actually agrees with Democratic strategist James Carville about how Democrats keep losing and why they keep losing, and that they quite frankly need to change their strategy. And Cenk does not agree, by the way. Comment chunky yogurt for the algorithm. But yeah, without further ado, watch this.
Quit keeping their head in the cloud and talking goofy language that no one else talks. So we got to be, nice to people. Screw that, run over them.
Political strategist James Carville is absolutely furious with Joe Biden, and he can't stop talking about it. He's furious with Biden, Kamala Harris, and the entirety of the Democratic Party. He wants winners, and when he looks at the Democratic Party right now, he sees losers. During an interview with
Hey, I agree with him. I see losers too, but were there ever any winners? I don't know.
Margaret Hoover, Carville did not pull any punches, slamming Biden for refusing to drop out of the race sooner and ripping the party for running unpopular candidates.
We ran a presidential election. If we were playing the Super Bowl, we started our 7th string quarterback. That's what happened. Okay, you can't address a problem unless you're honest about a problem. And none of this was inevitable. Never should have happened. It was not inevitable. Joe Biden stands over this disaster like a colossus. I mean, he just does. You can't. He's a great guy. James, you shouldn't say that. He's a wonderful man. Who cares? If you don't win a damn election, you've done nothing. Zip.
And is Joe Biden really a wonderful man? I mean, he was corrupt as they come. Seriously. By the way, if you enjoy videos like this, make sure you subscribe, like today's video, and leave a comment down below. I would really appreciate it. YouTube likes to throttle channels like mine, and I'm recently seeing a throttle on my channel, so I would really love all of the support if I can get any. So help grow out. Let's get back to it.
You don't count. I don't care how good a man you are. Until Democrats learn that and quit keeping their head in the cloud and talking goofy language that no one else talks. So we got to be, nice to people. Screw that, run over them.
For those as ignorant about football as I am, 7th string quarterback is bad. Cenk.
Yes, that would be the 7th person that you would put in if all other 6 are out. Look, I'm beginning to love James Carville. So historically, we've been on slightly different sides of the political spectrum within the Democratic Party. He's been more on the establishment side. I've been more on the populist side. But one thing I've always respected about James Carville, and definitely throughout this election, was that he doesn't pull any punches and he loves to win. He's obsessed with winning. Great, wonderful. We need people who are obsessed with winning on our side. Because if you don't win the election, then you don't get to do policy. And the only thing that matters is policy, because that affects your life. Everything else is just ego games, okay? So, and he's speaking truth to power here. Now, remember, if you're on the establishment side, as Carville has been for a long time, normally you protect your sacred cows, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. And he's done with that. And that's why I say I'm beginning to love James Carville. So calling Kamala Harris 7th string quarterback, I've never seen that, ever. Normally after an election, they're like, oh, no, Kamala Harris ran a perfect campaign. Well, they did do that on MSNBC. Okay. Flawless campaign. How do you run a flawless campaign and lose? Anyway, so he's not pulling any.
You can run a flawless campaign but still lose if you claim that the country is owned by the white patriarchal male and that Americans are too racist and stupid to vote for your completely and utterly unqualified candidate. That would be Kamala the Ho Harris.
He punches when it comes to establishment candidates, and that is kind of revolutionary. He's saying go populist.
Yeah.
I don't know if he believes it, but that's huge.
Don't step on his lines.
Okay, all right. So we'll get to it in a second. Then, I mean, he took Biden's head off there.
Yeah, he did.
And this is not Johnny come lately, because he was one of the rare guys who was trying to push Biden out when we all started trying to push Biden out. He came a little bit after Young Turks, but I'll take it. And he was one of the early ones. And it's important for guys that are respected in the establishment They're like, oh, Young Turks, they're outsiders, Bernie people, ugh, right? But for when Carville says it, they're like, oh, wait, Carville won a national election.
I don't know. Like, look, they're still inviting him to be part of these discussions and these debates, and he's still out there saying what he wants to say. But my experience has been Democratic Party doesn't take kindly to critics and typically pushes them out. So I don't know if they still respect him.
See, no, here's the thing, Anna. There's now not just that there is no one leader, which everybody's lamenting. I'm ecstatic. I don't want an anointed leader who comes in and pushes people like Carville out. But not only do they not have a leader anymore, because Kamala Harris is like,
There's
doing
no
word
bench.
salads at home. Biden has dementia. There's nobody in charge. Jeffries is super weak. Chuck Schumer's 98 years old. So I like that they are actually missing the entire leadership, because then there's no one to cancel people like Carville, right? There's no one to say, hey, I'm going to push out everyone who disagrees. I'm going to anoint, etc. So, and in that vacuum, we can push folks to pick a populist leader instead of the same old establishment leaders.
Yep.
Or you guys could just start voting MAGA and just officially switch to the correct party. I think you guys should do that. Comment MAGA or like this video if you agree, or both.
So that's why I like that suggestion. I want to come back to the nonsense words that he talked about in a second, and then if you're on the left, you might like what I have to say about that. But
yeah.
But Anna, go ahead.
Well, okay, so he obviously has a lot of criticism for the Democratic Party, for Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, but does James Carville have any solutions? Well, he did offer some up. Let's take a look.
First of all, she got Joe Biden's campaign. That's it. They got the keys. Said same managers, same strategists, same headquarters, same artwork, same computer system, same bathroom. That is not good. You don't even have your own people. Then you can't have lobbyists running presidential campaigns. So they said we can't run on a minimum wage. Minimum wage hadn't been raised since 2009. It's $7.25. We couldn't say we're going to do away with tax breaks so people make over $400,000 and take that money and help young people buy a house or get an education or rent a house, because we were all conflicted. And people say, you think you should move to the left? You think you should to the right? Move to, like, giving people a raise. What is that? That's what people want. Give them something. We refuse to do that. We sit there and we tell people.
So you just want to like buy these people's votes? Sounds like the typical corrupt Democratic Party, if you ask me.
How good the economy is. Meanwhile, you got these kids here paying, $300,000 for an education. And I got these assholes in Washington tell me how good I have it.
Stop allowing the lobbyists to run the Democratic Party.
Yes.
Yummy in my tummy. He continued on to call for Democrats to run on raising wages, making healthcare affordable, promoting vocational schooling, trade schools, and improving public transportation, which would, require ensuring that people are safe on public transportation as well, rather than identitarianism. And he argued that Democrats need to stop speaking to people as if they're morally and intellectually superior.
Ding, 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 ding. Exactly right.
Who sent me this clip and told me that it would be Cenk and Anna getting into an explosive debate? Seriously, shame on you. But hey, at least the Democratic Party, I guess, or some of them are waking up to how corrupt and insane their own party is. So, I mean, how long do you guys think it's going to take for Anna and Cenk to register as Republicans? Comment down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.